Hi, in today's video I would like to introduce you a very nice geometry problem involving circles. Here is 3 circles with the following radiuses R1, R2 and R3. These 3 circles are connected at 3 different points, making the tangent line at these specific points. So for the circles C1 and C2 are connected by this line, going from the point as a center O1 to the center O2, going through the tangent line. For the circle middle 1 and small 1 are connected by this line, going from the center O2 to the center O3, going through the tangent line as well. For the last one, there is a big circle and small circle are connected by this line, going from the center O1 to center O3, going through the tangent line. Okay, this connection is giving us a right triangle at the center O3, as well as alpha and beta as angles. Okay, our goal, we are going to evaluate the shaded area which is left over after this connection. Knowingly, the only information that we have about this figure, we have the sum of this radius R1 and R2 is equal to x plus 1, and R1 plus R3 equal to x, and R2 plus R3 equal to x minus 1. Okay, in fact this is very straightforward problem, isn't hard. Just in order to solve this problem, I'm going to go through different steps. The first table, I'm going to calculate x as a distance and calculating alpha and beta. Let's get started now. So since we have the right triangle, so we have 2 choices. We can apply the Pythagorean theorem or the trigonometry formula, but I believe the trigonometry formula is the better to apply here. For the sine alpha, we have the opposite is divided by hypotenuse, which is x minus 1, is divided by hypotenuse, which is R1 plus R2, which is x plus 1. For cosine alpha, Jason is divided by hypotenuse, Jason is x, is divided by x plus 1. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to square this one on both sides. Okay, and the sum, this one, put the plus sign between. This one is giving us, we know sine square alpha plus cosine square alpha equal to 1. Okay, this equivalent x minus 1 quinary square plus x quinary square equal to x plus 1 quinary square. Okay, so after simplification by pushing x plus 1 to the other side, what I did here, I just put the common denominator and multiply side by side, is giving me this equation. So I'm going to simplify, I'm going to solve this equation now. It's equivalent x square minus 2x plus 1 plus x square equal to x square plus 2x plus 1. Okay, so one of the x square will be cancelled out, so we'll get x square. By bringing this 2x and plus 1 to the left hand side of this equation, I will get x minus 4x. This one, it will be cancelled out as well. I will have this equation equal to 0. I will have 2 solutions. X is multiplied by x minus 4 equal to 0. Since x is a distance, that means x is different than 0. That means x minus 4 must be equal to 0, which is x equal to 4. Okay, since we found x, I'm going to replace x with its value. I will get 4. Get here 4. So that means 4 plus 1 equal to 5. This is 4. 4 minus 1 equal to 3. Okay, so now I have all this information. So for the next step, I'm going to calculate alpha and beta as angles by using the same trigonometry formula. So I already have sine alpha equal to x minus 1 is divided by x plus 1. Since we found x equal to 4, that means 4 minus 1, which is 3, is divided by 5. That's mean alpha equal to 37 degrees, or pi over 5, or pi over 5. Since we know that total of these angles of this triangle equal to pi, so I will able to calculate beta as well. So I have alpha plus beta plus pi over 2 equal to pi. Okay, it's equivalent. I'm going to bring pi over 2 to the other side. I will get alpha plus beta equal to pi over 2. Okay, equivalent beta equal to pi over 2 minus alpha. We already found alpha, which is pi over 5, which is pi over 2 minus pi over 5. Okay, so we'll have 10 as a denominator. I will get 5 minus 2, which is 3 over 10 pi. Okay, alpha equal to pi over 5 and beta equal to 3 pi over 10. Okay, so for this step I'm going to calculate R1, R2 and R3 by solving this equation system. So I will already found these values, R1 plus R2 equal to 5 and R1 plus R3 equal to 4, and the last equation R2 plus R3 equal to 3. Okay, so equivalent. So let's name this equation number 1, 2 and 3. Okay, I'm going to subtract equation number 2 from equation number 1. That's mean 1 minus 2 equivalent is giving us R1 minus R1 is 0. I will get R2 minus R3 equal to 5 minus 4, which is 1. Okay, let's name this equation number 4. Okay, so we'll add 4 on 3. Okay, I will get equivalent R2 minus R3 equal to 1. So this one R2 plus R3 equal to 3. Okay, by adding this equation on this equation, the R3 will be cancelled out. I will get 2 times R2, 1 plus 3, which is 4, equivalent R2. By dividing both sides by 2, I get R2 equal to 2. Okay, now since I know R2 equal to 2, I will find R1. So I have the first equation, R1 plus R2 equal to 5 is equivalent R1 equal to 5 minus R2, which is 5 minus 2, which is 3. Okay, since I know R1 and R2, so I need to R3. So R3, this equation equal 3 minus R2. That's mean 3 minus R2, which is 2. That's mean 1. Now I found all these values. R1 equal to 3 and R2 equal 2 and R3 equal to 1. Okay, I'm going to clean up the board and move on to the next step. The shaded area, let's call it as D, because the area of this triangle minus these areas, as alpha, as beta and as pi over 2. Okay, so we'll get minus as alpha plus as beta plus as pi over 2. So I name S pi over 2 as an area because I mean the right triangle pi over 2 of this one. Okay, so now I'm going to calculate one by one. I'm going to start with the area of this triangle. Knowingly, the area of this triangle is a base is multiplied by a height and divide by 2. Okay, if you take this one as a base, that's mean this is a height. If you take this one as a base, that's mean this is a height. Okay, let's take this one as a base. Okay, that's mean this distance plus this distance, which that's mean R3 plus R1 as a base is multiplied by the height, which is R2 plus R3, all divided by 2. Okay, by replacing these terms with their values, I will get R3 plus R1, which is 4, is multiplied by r2 plus r3, which is 3, is divided by 2. Okay, this one is giving me 12 divided by 2, which is 6. So let's move on to the area as alpha. We know as alpha equal half is multiplied by the angle alpha is multiplied by the radius square of this one, which is r1 quinary square. I put this half because we know the area of the circle. We know the area of the circle is pi r square. Okay, so by taking half outside, I will get 2 pi r square. Okay, because we have the whole circle from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, this one just have this portion, which is alpha. Always we put half outside in order to evaluate the area of this portion belongs to the circle, like this. Okay, so now half, I have half, the alpha equal to pi over 5, we already calculate that, is multiplied by radius r1 square, which is, we found r1 equal 3. Okay, quinary square. So we'll get here pi over 10 is multiplied by 9, which is 9 over 10 pi. Okay, for us beta, we have the same thing. I'm going to use the same formula. Half is multiplied by beta is multiplied by this radius r2 quinary square. Okay, this one is giving us beta. We already calculate 3 pi over 10 is multiplied by the radius square, which this radius r2 is giving us 4, which is 2 quinary square. So by simplifying this calculation, I will get 3 pi over 20 is multiplied by 4. Okay, so that's mean S beta equal 3 pi, cancelling 4 by numerator and denominator, I will get 3 pi over 5. For the area of S pi over 2 equal to half is multiplied by this angle, which is pi over 2, is multiplied by this radius r3 quinary square. It's giving us half pi over 2 is multiplied by r3 square. R3 we found r3 equal to 1. This one simply is giving us pi over 4. Okay, now I'm going to plug all this information into the original equation. I will get shaded area, okay, which is the area of this triangle. We found 6, okay, minus the sum of these areas, which is, I found 9 over 10 pi, I found 3 pi over 5 plus pi over 4. Okay, by simplifying this one, we will get 6 minus, by putting 20 as a common denominator, this one is multiplied by 2, which is 18. This one is multiplied by 4, which is 12. This one is multiplied by 5. The whole thing is multiplied by pi. So the shaded area, 6 minus 18 plus 12 is 30. 30 plus 5, which is 35. I will get 35 divided by 20 is multiplied by pi. So this one will be simplified by 5. I will get 7 over 4. Okay, 6 minus 7 over 4 is multiplied by pi. Okay, finally this area equal to 6 minus 7 over 4 pi. Okay, now I have done with this problem. Don't forget to support us with your like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I will see you in next video. Bye.